was anything else, but I don't think there was. Yeah, the session ended with this bird woman harpy dropping down on top of Wilggis, screaming and clawing at him, screaming, "Give it to me!" And it's, the,
Getting dicey.
You know how you said that we killed the manticore? I think you neglected to mention that we killed the manticore after it ran away defeated, and we decided to sort of keep firing arrows at it, and then it was quite a violent death, wasn't it?
Yeah.
yeah,
We did chop lots of holes, and Wilggis cut out its eyeball as well.
Yeah, Wilggis kind of went off to go and teach it a lesson for messing with you guys, I think.
A posthumous lesson.
Yeah.
It's the best kind.
Okay. All right. Well, Wilggis, this creature, this harpy, it's human size. Its wings flapping, its arms reaching out towards your satchel. It's screaming, "Give it to me!" And it's like scratching at your bag, trying to reach in, and it manages to reach in. I'm just going to keep talking until you interrupt me with what Wilggis does.
Wilggis is like, "Of course!" and stabs it.
Okay, all right. This is a surprise attack for this creature who seems to be more focused on your bag than anything else. So give me a roll to hit. Not a roll. What game are we playing? Click your weapon. Click your dagger.
There we go. So Wilggis rolls an 8, need to get below 16, so 6 damage.
Yeah, we're about to kind of like aiming at this thing while it's scrabbling to.
Sent for maximum flight disruption.
Okay, yeah, your dagger just pierces into with all the movement, pierces into its shoulder, and it screams and just kind of slaps you across your face as it uses its wings to get up away from you, and she just opens up her mouth and opens up her cloaca and just spews like vomit and shit all over you before just powerfully beating her wings and hitting back up into the sky, up and away to the top of the spire, just screaming, and dropping little blood droplets coming down from it as it heads up to the top of this peak.
Well, that took a turn.
Oh,
did you say?
I think we should omit that from the tour, everyone. Yuck.
You said blood, vomit, and shit.
Yeah, just a little mix of everything.
That was quite traumatic.
Can we go back to the pond just for a bit? I feel a bit rancid.
To this tower.
Well, you're right. Maybe there's a bath inside.
Digby walks over and
Disgusting.
hands a little handkerchief out towards Wilggis. Oh, while holding his nose. Oh, that smells bad.
Chum and Grub are losing their shit, laughing at
more.
Absolutely,
Hopefully they don't open their cloaca.
laughing so heartily at seeing Wilggis covered in what he's covered in.
Oh, guys, you little chestnuts with your heads on your shoulders. You guys. All right.
Wilggis, are you right, man? You seem to have taken quite the mess there.
I'd like to think I gave her a bit of blade in return, but I think I'm a bit worse than the trade. Let's move on quickly from this moment, I think.
Wilggis, you check the satchel that she was grabbing at, and you notice a couple of your rations of food are no longer in there.
She's probably a wizard because she took rations I didn't have.
Oh, what? I thought you had. I thought you said last session.
All for my last ones.
I thought you said you had 4.
I had 2 and I used them all up.
Okay. Okay, well then there's no missing rations then.
Right.
I have rations for the stealing.
Oh, okay, well, she obviously...
Steal mine.
yeah, shouting them back at her. Come back.
Oh,
They're insured.
some kind
Shall
of
we,
Buddy.
flying thief.
let's get into the building because that'll mitigate her flying advantage, and we can stab her some more. What do you guys think?
Well, I hope
I
there are
assume
more
there's
of
still
them.
gravity in the building. What do you mean that will mitigate her flying?
Well, she
Stupid.
can't get up as high because there'll probably be a ceiling, and then we can jump and like stab her.
Oh yeah, the famous low ceilings around here. I've heard. Let's get in there. How long is it? I thought we were at the base. Of this sort of thing.
You're like an hour's journey up this mountain at this point.
An hour
when this
uphill.
happens. Yeah, this is just this decent
man.
mountainous trail spiraling up this mountain. And so you're about an hour up, and it looks like a decent. It looks like it's going to take the rest of the morning, maybe get you into sort of midday before you reach the top.
How are we
of this
gonna?
spire.
How are we gonna get up this mountainside whilst protecting ourselves from these flying thieves? Team.
Hey, Moach, how about you sit on the cart with your bow and arrow ready, and then we just all walk up the hill carrying your weight with the cart donkey factor, and you could be like a little trebuchet on wheels. How about that?
Sure, why not? A mounted archer on the top of the cart. Are you all right to walk?
I smell, but I'm healthy enough for now.
Maybe you can wipe some of it off in the grass, in the bushes.
Yes.
No?
Smear
I
it
don't-
around.
Do you know, Mallory? Do you know that creature? Not personally, but do you know what that creature was? You've both got wings, so just
Well,
wondering.
that's a bit
what-
racist. She's a harpy, my friend. She's a harpy.
What's a hang on.
Rude.
Am I playing this dumb like
You can give us a
in the
myths,
character?
myths and legends roll if you want to see what you know about harpies.
Well, it turns out I'm nearly a fucking expert on it. Pretty much wrote the book. That's a 2.
So you're just asking really passive aggressively to Valerie. Why don't you
Christoph's-
tell me everything you know?
Christoph saw the book on myths and legends, opened it to the page of a bird woman with huge breasts, and was like instantly like, I want to learn everything about this monster.
Tell me more.
I'd say that
If I'm not mistaken.
Christoph knows that they like to seek out places like ruins and abandoned settlements where they can live in little colonies, and that you know they're normally plagued by insatiable hunger.
All right,
yeah.
that makes sense. She was probably trying to get your food there, Wilggis. They're always on the brink of starvation, these types, you know, always living in squalor.
I think with a metabolism as high as hers, that's the problem. All right.
Oh,
She just thought about eating and then just out it came. So
shall I
problem
see
there.
if there's
Oh,
shall I see if there's something to hunt around here, and maybe we can like throw them a rabbit or a fox.
There's
No.
the only thing that you might find up on this mountain at the moment would just probably be birds. It's
They're not going to eat that, are they? That's
We might. Why not?
cannibalistic almost.
birds don't
about
eat
we-
birds.
As long as we don't shoot harpies, it'll be fine.
how about we do shoot harpies and kill them all?
Yes, but
No?
Made
Won't
it
be
hard.
hungry if they're
you have a
greedy.
point. You have a point.
I was very fascinated by what I thought was rations in your bag. So
One of the wrappers was left. That's probably
Yes.
how it got her.
it was after the so it wasn't even interested in us, was it? So perhaps if we do have food in the back in the trolley in the cart, it will go for that, and then either we shoo it away or shoot it.
I could carry it because I stink like sugar.
You're gonna carry
It's
the
already
food.
been eaten. And then it'll offset. It'll be like a cloud of concealment.
What are you going to carry?
All the food.
Oh no!
And because he smells so bad, But they won't be able to pick up the scent, is what he's saying.
You got it.
Actually,
But
Of the I see.
you could go ahead as our scout because you are perfectly camouflaged as a huge pile of excrement. So if they come back,
wash.
you could just hunch down. They'll fly past.
I like it. Let's do that. I'll
Great.
I'll go a little bit ahead of the wheeled trebuchet.
Yep.
And,
And I'll stay on top of the cart, ready to fire off some arrows.
Good idea.
Alright.
Maybe Grub and Chum, can you get your bows ready as well?
Yeah, they slowly contain their laughter and agree to sort of keep an eye on the skies for you as well. And the continuing journey up the side of the mountain, there are moments where as you look up to check how much further you've got to go, you do see these multiple harpies, just like two at a time, sort of like flying around in circles well above you. And you can hear them like calling out like threats and insults down. They're so high up that they're just shrill little words in the wind.
And they're rude.
And there are points where they sort of like go to like dive, and Grub or Chum will let loose an arrow and they'll dive out of the way and pitch back up towards the tower at the top of the mountain. And the closer you get to the top, the more you're now seeing. Earlier it was described as looking like a man-made structure covered in greenery. And now that you're getting closer, it looks like this entire tower at the top is covered in flowers of some sort. There's a bunch of greenery and then like red and black flowers dotted all over it. And it's only a matter of time before you turn the last corner at the top of the mountain, pass through a small entranceway gate, and stairs, stone stairs. The path turns into stone stairs leading up to the front of this tower, and this tower is crumbling away. It is clearly a tower from a bygone age, and these ruins in front of you are wrapped in crimson and black cloak of roses and sharp thorns. The vegetation, there's a really sweet, a sickly sweet scent that is coming off that tower, probably from those flowers, and it is just lying really heavily in your senses, especially for poor Digby, who's a bit more heightened with that. The entrance to this tower is blocked by a massive gate of red oak. The tower has a few windows, but none of them are at ground level.
No, that would be
And again,
too easy, wouldn't it?
As you're nearing the harpies you've been seeing, you see them sort of duck into the top of the spire.
Well, whatever's in there, I don't know if it'll be valuable, but it'll certainly be interesting.
Well, hopefully that piece of the statue's in there, but why would it have been brought here? And by who? Like one of those
We can always give
harpies? What?
Like we tried.
You have been told who brought it here. As a
Sorry.
Botheld told you that a troll had basically broken into her where she kept all her treasures, stole only the statuette piece, and that was why Botheld pointed you in this direction.
So a troll lives up here. That's a long way for a troll to walk.
Well, do you remember the cave that we decided not to explore under any circumstances?
Yes.
On the way here.
It smelled like Botheld, that lying bitch.
Well, that had a troll in it as well. Either there's a bit of a troll population around this part, or God, I hope we haven't overshot the stone piece. Who knows where it is now?
Should we go inside?
I'm certainly not advocating for turning back.
No, that's what it sounds like you're saying. Should we go back?
Let's get back to the troll cave.
Go back down.
We follow the upwards arrows in the forest, kill another manticore, rip its eyes out, shit down its neck.
What do you say to knocking on the front door?
And then running away.
That sounds like
I like that idea.
yeah. You would think you knock on the door, knock, man, come in. Let's give that a go.
Well, let's rule it out. Who wants to knock?
We could
I'll
trade
knock.
something. Oh, big knocker.
Oh yes, use your
So
use your
they call me-
hammer.
Well, I'm quite small, so if there are any traps around that are around head or hand height, they might miss me because I'm short. But just to be safe, I'm going to take out my warhammer and I'm going to use the what do you call
Pommel?
it? The pommel.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm going to use, and I'm going to bang on the door like 3 times.
The first thing I will get you to do as you
Oh, God.
get up close to that doorway, is just give me a constitution roll, please.
No problem. That is another 2. And my con is 12.
Okay, cool. You step forward into towards the door, and you're moving close by this vegetation that's crawling up over this thing, and that sickly smell, it really permeates into you. For just a moment, you get a little lightheaded, but you manage to shake it off and strike 3 times with the pommel of your weapon. You wait for a response, and nothing comes. Other than maybe some shrieking from the harpies at the top of the tower.
I'll yell up. I'll yell. Who's in there?
Go fuck yourself!
What? Oh, gosh, that's rude. Is that how you talk to all your guests?
Language.
I had a load of food
Can you
here,
just
but
roll-
obviously you're not interested.
Can you just roll an evade for me?
Salty harpies.
Give me. Oh no, sweet. That's good. That's fine.
I evaded successfully.
As you shout back up, you just see something coming towards you, and you quickly dodge out of the way and just splash, just another pouring of vomit just down onto the ground.
Why
next
are
to
they
you.
vomiting all the time? It's disgusting. I'd prefer it was shit.
No wonder they're hungry.
They're bulimic harpies.
Oh my
We
goodness.
can dehydrate them if we just keep at this long enough. Keep going, Christoph. Keep yelling at them.
Well, it looks like they're keen gardeners. Maybe if we could talk to them about these
Great fun.
roses that they're growing.
Yeah.
Oh, good idea, Digby. Let's set them on fire.
Well, wait.
Then they'll come
Oh, the
down
rest-
to. You know.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Mallory?
I was just asking, are the rest of us undercover? Like, are there some trees and we're all kind of hiding there whilst Christoph goes off to knock on the door?
There's not much in the way of trees at the top of this mountain. This is also what makes this Tower of Roses so strange, is that at the top of here, it's just so high up, everything else is dead. It's just rock, except for this rose shrubbery that just covers the entirety of this tower.
It's a strong smell. It smells like my grandmother's perfume.
Unlucky.
Did you get some from here, Digby, or?
Potentially. But, well, it seems like no one's home.
We'll have to batter our way in.
Have
Is
we
there-
tried opening the door?
No, we haven't.
Madness.
Who would leave a big red oak door like this unlocked? I'm gonna give it just a gentle nudge with my warhammer pommel again, just to see if I can get any movement.
There's just a small little bit of movement before it just jams on whatever is barricading it from the
Try
inside.
pulling.
Oh yeah, I don't happen to have a sort of a DeWalt cordless drill and a couple of screws, do I? That I can make a little handle at it.
You're an artisan, aren't you, Christoph? You could whip out a little glass handle and.
Magic shit
Plug it
up from fucking no. I'm not MacGyver.
We do have stones under our feet, and that turns into metal, I've heard.
The right kind of stones, yeah. Iron ore. Can't just do it with every stone. Wilggis, what were you a scholar of again?
Well, it was idiocy, actually.
Oh,
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It's quite,
That's right.
with honors.
philosophical and not very practical, I've found so far on this adventure.
No, it doesn't seem it, does it? Well, we could try pull it.
You
Well,
could.
Do you
maybe
want
there's
some help,
another
Christoph,
entrance.
pulling it?
Should we walk around the tower? How large is it?
You should see it in front of you on the roll
It
20.
won't take too long
Let's
to
go
walk
black.
around. Is that what you mean? You're
No,
saying?
no. You won't. It'd be like a 10-minute walk around.
What do you say?
Promenade around the roses. Why not?
I can't imagine walking for an hour uphill, realizing that there's a 10-minute extra bit and going, oh, nah.
Well, I was wondering if maybe you would start hacking into it with your axe or climbing in a window.
Up the roses.
Mm.
We did try pulling
Or
it,
is-
didn't we? We talked about it a lot, but have we tried it yet, Christoph?
I can't see that there's anything to get any purchase on to give it a good yank.
How about your little dwarven fingers underneath the base of the door?
That's when they open it, doesn't it? Like you're doing that, like bang, it opens.
You crouch down like this, and the door opens up.
Get one of those black fingernails. Be careful.
I'm happy to. I'm trying to wedge my little weird little fingers under it and try and give it a pull.
Okay.
I do that.
Yeah, it doesn't move. It's the same sort of thing. It's been barricaded from the. I should have shut that down a long time ago, as you started floating the idea, but I wanted to see where it went. It's the door.
Well, as always, you weren't disappointed.
The door is well barricaded. It cannot be pulled or pushed.
Well,
And it's just I can say with a quick walk around the tower, if that is what you're wanting to do, there's nothing more that you can take in from the surroundings, other than there seems to be maybe 10 meters up a 3 windows, 2 sort of on it's like it's divided into thirds, right, where the windows are, and then another 10 meters up from that is another set of 3 windows.
Could have been a sliding door. You know, does anyone
It
have
slides open. You're right. That was it.
the
Wow, that was
grappling
it.
hook?
That was the puzzle that needed to be solved.
What about a grappling hook or some kind of rope? We can tie a rock around it or some hook and get it into our windows.
do you say 10 meters? This window is.
It's 10 meters from the ground.
So we need more than 10 meters of rope, don't we, for it to act as a grappling hook?
Mm-hmm.
How
We
strong
hit
are the plants? Can we climb up on the plants?
You can inspect them if you can go up to them and sort of take a look at the structural
Have a listen.
integrity of it, if you like.
Because they might be on a trellis. We don't know.
Yeah.
What am I using? Awareness or?
No. You could, by all means. I'm not.
Oh.
You won't even have to roll for
That's
this.
right.
If you're happy to go up and inspect them, you find that absolutely the amount of twisting and turning of its branches looks like it's completely sturdy in every way. They are covered in spikes. It looks like you're gonna have to be pretty delicate if you want to make your way up them, but it's not. It would take your weight for sure. But can I get a Constitution roll from you, please?
Constitution. And... I got a 20.
Okay, you get close and you go to sort of inspect it and put your hands into it just to try and feel for how strong this is, and you give it a bit of a shake and you let loose just a bunch of this pollen from these flowers, and you just like inhale, you just get a big face full of it, and you instantly get just dizzy and lightheaded. I need you to tick dizzy as your condition, please.
Would that count as dazed or sickly?
Dazed, sorry.
Ooh.
They sound a bit like Datura, don't they?
Watch out for the flowers, boys. Ooh, feeling a bit lightheaded.
Are you okay?
It's Yeah, don't get any of the pollen in your face. Just might have to crouch down for a little while. Carry on.
Take it easy, Mallory. We'll crack this door open like a door that opens normally. What do you say, Christoph? Magic hammer to the hinges.
Well, it's quite well barricaded from my investigations so far. If there's one thing I could determine that is the barricading of this door is really second to none.
What about?
Have you tried pushing all the nails in case they're secret buttons?
Oh,
Christoph inspects every rivet.
every brick on the tower. Every stone. Oh, this is bound to be a button.
Different shade of brick on this one. Look.
Don't you have Bothold's axe? Could you cut through that way?
I will. What I'll do. I mean, you saw the axe, didn't you? It looked pretty
Yes.
worse for wear.
No, it was good.
Bothold's axe was pretty deep. It was a bit mucky from being inside a creature, but it was all
You
right.
chopped the end off it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But other than that,
Yeah, that's right.
good axe.
It's
Just a little shorter than it used to be.
How long would it take me with an axe to chop through a red oak door?
Give me a roll, and we can base all of your hits off that roll, if you like. And then just you can decide if this is something you want to do or not.
I don't have the axe in my inventory as a weapon. Remember when I said that there would be absolutely no use for the entire rest of this campaign for the axe?
I do.
Yeah.
I think the main difference. I think the main thing with that was that it had a better durability. Let me just have a quick look at
Red oak damage, perhaps?
I'm just having a quick look at the. Well, this is going to be fun for everybody.
I'd hate to suggest burning it down, but if we did, the statue piece wouldn't burn, would it? It'd be all right.
Brilliant.
I like that.
Seriously.
Wood
All
burns. Towers
All that
don't
guano.
burn.
Guano is highly flammable.
The methane,
Done.
yeah. As well.
Yeah, the flowers, they'd go up as well, wouldn't they? We wouldn't have to worry about them after that. So we start a 4-day inferno.
That's warm.
Yeah, it's like the sieges of old, but fire.
Yes. And roasted harpy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like this plan already. Okay, Christoph. If your chopping technique doesn't work, let's burn it.
Well, at the very
Let's burn
get
it.
some kindling. I mean, this
Get a Kindle and Amazon Kindle.
plug for Kindle, Amazon Kindle there.
So it's sorry, I've just got the details now. So it's a broad axe. It has a strength requirement of 10, so you can only wield it if your strength is 10 or higher, and it has durability of 12. And I think we just use the battle axe stats because for some reason there's no broad axe, even though it says broad
I'm just
axe.
looking at that.
So you could definitely just drag a battle axe into your character sheet, change the durability to 12.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. It's changed my entire character to a battle axe. No, it isn't. It hasn't done that. All right, I'll roll the battle axe. Ooh. Oh no. Ooh. Sorry, I saw a 1 and I got excited. I have never bothered leveling up the axes because I didn't have an axe. And I didn't rate this axe. So I needed to do quite a good roll, and I've got a 12 for it.
I think it would, if you're going to sit there and just start hacking away at this door, it's going to take a long time. It's a very steady, very sturdy door, and you're not great with an axe. So it would take a good 30, 40 minutes.
Oak is one of the tougher woods as well. Very hard wood.
That's not too
I'll
long.
give it like,
I could
2
explain
swings
it.
and I'll get a few kind of splinters out of it, a few chips off the door, and be like, I'll be here all day if I try this. I don't really know how to hit it in the right way. Or should I be going with the grain, across the grain?
I'm all right watching you cut down the door, Chris.
Yeah, I'll watch. You're doing a great job.
Is this what it was like when we played Strahd and I never wanted to do anything? And like you were all like, let's do some things. I was like, oh, I'm too scared. Let's not do the thing.
Like the troll cave.
Yeah. Like that, but with doors now.
Oh, yes.
I get the feeling like at any point during this adventure tourism, the tour is just going to be over and everyone goes home. I feel like that is just it's a very likely outcome.
Very fun.
Why
I
don't
could
we try?
help
Go
out,
through the
perhaps,
window?
Christoph.
Well, you're welcome to give it a go if you think you're a big man. Chris
Oh.
getting like quite shirty now, having his authority on axemanship questioned. Go on then, let's show us how it's done then, Wilggis.
I'd love to, thanks. Sharp end in, right?
Yep.
All right. All right, stand back, everyone.
Before you do, can you
hold-
just give me a constitution roll as you step forward towards the door?
Yeah, sure.
He shits himself immediately.
Oh.
Yeah, you too get a dazed condition as you step forward and bring get a breath of the sweet, sickly sweet smell of these roses.
Oh, it's the contrast that got me. Like the shit and the vomit on me already was bad, but now it's like tainted with a bit of sugar. Oh, I'm not feeling good.
Shit-coated Turkish delight.
Oh,
It's a good point.
yeah. Smell good.
Congratulations, you've just invented the smell of a durian in Dragonbane.
Well, there's nothing for it now. Stand back, Christoph. I'll give this a whack with the old whoop, and I get a 2.
All right.
Sure, he'd be rolling with a bane, wouldn't he, after being dizzy?
Well, that would apply if it was an agility-based attack. He would have. But it was a strength, so that is okay. Yeah, you bring that axe down, and it just lands heavily in this oak door.
Beginner's luck.
It looks like it's going to need at least another 6 good hits like that to be able to get through. The moment you hit, you see harpies sort of appear up in the sky. They've leapt out of the top of the spire and are now circling the spire. If you want to continue with the axe, by all means.
Let's do it. You did a great job weakening it, Christoph. And how about our grub and gob? You keep the skies clear, shall we? And then we'll just with the tower thing.
I'll
What do you
get
guys think?
my sling ready.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Everyone sort of steps back,
Yeah,
prepares
Mallory's
their
getting-
weapons.
Mallory's getting the bow ready, feeling a little lightheaded.
Yeah, now, Wilggis, I know you're not great with a battle axe as well, so what I'm going to do is going to get you to do another roll.
All right. Here it goes. Nothing. Oh, look at that! You just go with the grain.
What? Yes.
Yeah, I think, okay, with 2 rolls, that's enough. Like,
That's how you do it, Christoph.
you've got a decent, like, rhythm to it now. You're managing to hit square into the same sort of area and finding a weakness in this oaken door. And that second swing goes in and cracks a decent sort of a crack through that oak door. It splinters off up to the top of the door. The cacophony of the screams and insults from these harpies above you increases. And there's a few more of them sort of diving down towards you, getting to about the height of the lowest window, so still about 10 meters above you, just more as a threatening maneuver more than anything. Did anyone want to take a shot at them while they're doing this?
Maybe I'll yell out. Why don't you talk to us? Huh? Open up the door and let us in, and we just want to talk. We have things to trade.
And they're ignoring. They're just screaming obscenities at you now.
Oh, they've lost it.
Our trade is death. Fire, grub and gob.
But both Chum and Grub shoot an arrow. We'll make that happen as well, just to see how that goes. Chum and Grub. Here we go. We'll start with Grub. Grub fires and manages to like shoot through one of the wings of one of the harpies, which screams and heads straight back to the top of the tower again. And Chum's misses, just sort of soars off into the sky and away from the mountain and down into the valley beneath. But Wilggis continues slamming, and it's another 5 or 6 of these hits before finally you manage to break through and come in contact with what the thick piece of wood that is like barricading it from the other side, and you break through that. It splinters down to the ground, and the door just now sort of swings broken inside the tower.
Oh, I'm spent and still smelly.
What you see in there is just a hallway. It's called a hallway, but really it is just the bottom floor of this tower, and it is full of rubble and debris from the collapsed walls and upstairs floor of the tower. And there's large flies that are sort of buzzing lazily in the still humid air of this area of the tower.
Can anyone see that in Roll20?
No, I'm not bringing that up because
Okay, cool.
they haven't hidden some stuff that needs to be hidden.
All good.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we made it. Shall we find this piece then and then be off?
Well done, Christoph. I mean,
Thanks so much. Yeah, obviously you
Wilggis hands
recognise
the
my
back to
contribution.
I've made a big mistake.
I
think
snatched
Wilggis-
the axe back like a petulant child.
Thank you, Christoph. As Digby said, it was your first 2 hits that were first.
So yeah, I'm not going to show the map for a wee while, but feel free to head into the tower and explore. There's, from what you can see from the outside, there's nothing moving in this lower levels of this tower.
Mallory, what's the adventure protocol for towers? Is there enemies in here or tourists?
I believe we do breach and clear. So we've breached, now we clear it, and then we move upstairs.
Love it. And we can kill
Well, there's
things on
such
the
a
way,
wealth
right?
of information, Mallory. Every now and then you say something that reminds me, I should say, why we hired you.
Oh, bless you. I'll find you. When we get back to the camp, I'll cook you up something nice.
Thanks.
But meanwhile, searching the bottom floor.
Right.
Is there stuff to search?
Yeah, I mean, there's rubble and debris sort of everywhere in this area. Are you just walking in? Is that the deal? You're walking past these flowers and into the tower?
Wilggis is going to have his knife out and he's going to veer left as he goes in, just like a typical supermarket shopper without being aware of it. Everyone goes to the left.
Okay, yeah.
He's going to check the room.
Yeah, Wilggis, you walk in and sort of head off to the left. Again, like I said, there's no movement in here. There's piles of rubble. There's a decent pile of stones over to the sort of the western side of this room, and on the far side, through a small little opening, you see like a spiral staircase heading up. Heading up.
That piece is probably in the rubble, guys. What do you think?
There's a pile of stones over there. There might be a bit of you.
Oh yes. Grub, can you top up our cart, please? We run out in the forest.
Yeah. Grub, sort of having watched a lot of you get dizzy as you get close to this tower, he sprints off the cart, and he walks up, sort of inspects the tower from outside, and it's like, and holds his breath and just darts into the tower. He lets out his breath, starts collecting some rocks, and does that same on the way back out. It just runs through the doorway, and he's just got this sort of back and forth, picking up some small rocks that he can find.
It's a shame
Speaking
when a
of
goblin
genius-
NPC is smarter than us.
Exactly. It's like, oh my goodness, brilliant.
And then Chum is just busy sort of taking in, like, he's got his arms crossed, sitting on top of the warg, just looking up at those harpies. He's just, and it looks like he's trying to plan something. He's like, he's just
He pulls out his KN95 respirator, doesn't he? He carries with him at all times.
Chum, do you think we can get the donkey and cart in here? You can assess spaces better than I can.
No, there won't be. There's you could probably detach the donkey and bring the donkey in if you wanted, but the door's not wide enough for the donkey and cart.
Well, I'm all out of ideas then.
Well, I think we should detach the donkey and
Yes.
bring him in. I'll hold my breath as I come in.
Well,
leading
if
the
we
donkey.
don't, we need to stay near the donkey in case he gets eaten.
Exactly.
We could bring the donkey in and then set Marky Mark at the door to guard against harpies.
Yes.
Mallory for the win. Yes, let's do that.
It's a good plan.
Solid.
Are we allowed to use good plans? Like, it's not on brand, really.
Spend some time detaching Badonkadonk from the cart.
Sorry.
Well, that's right. You spend some time removing the donkey from the cart, leading it inside. It does not have the intelligence of the goblins and ends up a little woozy on its feet as it sort of the hooves on the stone floor clops its way across over into the eastern side of the tower and sort of just with a dizzy head just settles down onto the floor.
Now, the floor, is it dusty in here?
Yeah, it's very dusty.
Does it look like there would have been any footprints coming in or out?
You can take some time. Give me a spot hidden if you like, and this is going to give you a search of the whole sort of floor area.
Just missed it by one. I got a 15. I need a 14.
It just looks like
Are
a
you going
mess.
to push it, Digby? With your little squinty eyes there.
Oh. Yes, I will. I'll become disheartened.
You gotta.
Was that? Do I
Sorry,
become
that was
spot-
very offensive. I didn't mean anything about your eyes, Digby.
Do you only get a thing if you fail your?
No,
push roll?
by pushing you get a condition, but you got to tell me
Okay.
why that condition. Like, give me some role play.
Well, okay. All right.
I have to in this tabletop role-playing game.
What? Yeah. Well, why disheartened? Because
Yeah.
I completely failed at something that I thought I was been practicing. I pushed it. I pushed through it, and I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Needed a 14.
Yeah, it looks like there's maybe some really faint tracks sort of leading from the door to the spiral staircase. But they don't look overly fresh. What else?
What kind of tracks? Are they like big troll tracks or?
They're larger footprints. They look larger than human feet, that's for sure.
Okay.
What else? I would say that you've also found on the western side of this tower as well, just as you were looking around, just on the western side. This is where I'm gonna I'll bring you guys into the door now. I'll let you guys take your tokens in. On the western side, you find a pile of rocks, and as you're moving them away, because something looks a little bit suspicious under there, you find a little hatch. And just as you sort of clear away the hatch, this toad, this large, like this, seems to have appeared like a bunch of these rocks now crumble away from it as it launches itself towards you.
West End toad.
The West End toad, yeah.
What the? Is it like big as a donkey?
Let me get you. It's it's what you can kind of see on that map there. That's why I didn't want to show you
Can't
the
see
map.
anything.
The map's totally black and it has been.
I can see
Yeah,
it.
me too.
Oh, you guys should. Why does that happen every time I put you guys on a new map? Let me give you guys sight. I could have just
Eyes
kept it on
equip.
there. Did that save for you there, Wilggis?
Negative. Oh, that worked.
I'll do the same for you, Mallory.
Hey, now we're talking.
And hey, now we're talking. Sorry, I really like that. All right, you should have a view of that now.
This feels so much better. Oh wow, a big toad.
Yeah, it's not as big
Wind
as
in the willows.
It's not as big as it's drawn there, to be honest. It's large for a normal toad, but it's still relatively small in size. It's still like almost like small dog sized, yeah. And it's got these big yellow eyes and these four sort of twisted horns coming off the back of its head.
Horny toad.
And it's going to, as you uncover this hatch and step back, it is just going to jump forward at you, Digby, with a surprise attack.
Should I be over near the hatch?
Yeah, over by the hatch.
Even though I did a spot hidden, I still
you found the hatch.
get surprised by a toad. Oh yeah, that's fine.
I'm sorry, were you looking for a toad?
Yeah.
If you'd rolled a 1,
Always.
I absolutely...
He's always looking for toads. This thing.
Yeah, it just leaps
himself.
forward and smashes its little toad head against yours, Digby, doing 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it hit.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Creatures don't need a roll, mate. I think we've been through that. I'll bring in the...
Well, I've got 4 armor points, so I take 3 damage.
Yeah. And we are going to start a round of initiative. Everyone's very excited for the round of initiative. We'll start with who's already dragged their...
Oh,
I got a 2.
Me.
Okay, that's right.
I dragged a 10.
Wilggis, can you get your initiative out, please?
Wilggis got a 4.
Cool. Mallory?
Yes, got an 8.
And what is the ferocity of this little guy?
You sound like Battle of Sun Dragon.
What's that, sorry?
You sound like shit.
Oh, what happened?
Like butt shit.
That's not really descriptive in
that's
any
better,
way.
yeah.
That was like the worst description of like what it sounds like, so there's nothing I can do with anything.
But shit.
Just specifying which genre, you know?
Okay. Okay. This creature is fast and ferocious. We're going to drag out not 1, not 2,
Oh, get out.
but 3 rolls of initiative for this little toad, and that is a great
fucking toad.
And that is
a toad for Christ's sake.
It's a battle toad. Battle
I lick the
toad.
toad.
Yeah.
If I lick the toad, will I get high?
We're going to pause now for 5 minutes while we get that sorted.
Have we got initiative for the gobbos?
I can drag those out as well. One of them
And
is
the cart?
outside. The cart. I'll drag one out for the gobbos, which is a 5. 5 for the gobbos. Break time. Yeah, when you say it sounded like shit, what do you mean? What does it sound like?
It was so weird. For maybe 10 seconds, your audio quality dropped severely.
Hmm.
But then when you moved your head back to say that wasn't helpful, it was
Yeah.
fine again.
Oh, okay. When you say, like, I don't know what you mean by bad quality. What is bad quality?
Like muffled, maybe?
Oh, right. Is it just because I
Like
was
kinda
turned
like that?
away from, no?
Maybe muffled and like low bit rate.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or butt shit.
butt shit. It's, yeah, like
Yeah,
butt shit.
I should-
Well, see,
The
now,
technical term.
now
see?
I've got the description for the term butt shit. Now I can figure it
There
out
you
in
go.
the future.
Yeah. We can add it to our glossary.
Yeah. Did the viewers, did it go butt shit for everyone in Twitch as well? I just want to know what the extent of that butt shittery was. Cool. Yeah. So
Here
this
we
is a very. I was looking at the toad, and it specifically states that its ferocity is the number of PCs -1. So that's why he's so quick and aggressive.
Ah.
Wow. That's
Wow.
rough.
So it becomes more
Oh.
powerful.
On a solo
people.
adventure, he kills himself. He has no ferocity.
Minimum. It also says in parentheses minimum 1.
Ah.
So he's always at least a little ferocious. Yeah. So,
So we're all like, we'll leave this to you, Digby, and everybody walks out the door.
So it's like, it's just a little. It's
Ah.
just a little frog. What can he do?
He's gotten Super Saiyan.
yeah.
The 4 horns on him was the trigger, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
He licked himself and he got like super buff on it.
We've all been there.
What?
Lyndon said he had a connection drop off around that point, but didn't notice the sound thing. Did your connection drop? Did my connection drop? I don't know what's going on anymore. Maybe our connection dropped, and that included my butt shittery of. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it sounded like an internet problem.
Yeah.
It was like,
On this day and age,
You leaned on the internet pedal just a bit hard, and it stalled
yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. That happens.
a lot of rubble in here.
Yeah, I was really annoyed that they didn't, like, the map doesn't come with the hatch and the toad like hidden. So I was like, well, I can't just have you guys go in there and see the hatch on the left,
I see.
and you guys will be like, what's
Is it
that
a
toad?
is it a secret trapdoor?
Yeah, you needed to roll well to find it, basically.
Oh, right.
Nice.
I thought that hatch was the toad's navel ring.
Right. You just give it a good pull.
That's it, and that's why he's so ferocious. He's like, why would you do that?
Yeah. I'd ask the same thing, to be honest. What did you rolled a 2 for initiative? Did you, Digby?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I can't move the card anymore. When I draw it out, it's like giant size, and then you put it down and it shrinks down to normal size, but can't really pick where to put it. Now I can.
Did everyone else's come out large? Mine didn't when I dragged them out.
Oh,
No, especially when it's cold.
mine was about half the size of the map.
That little guy hit heavier than I thought he would with his headbutt. That was good.
Was it?
One good solid like smash.
Yeah.
Are we talking like toad, medium dog sized toad?
Like small dog size, like this kind of size, right? Like a small chihuahua.
Miniature poodle.
Yeah.
Cat.
Fine, like a cat for the cat lovers around here.
Large cat.
Small cat, no, yeah, large cat.
Maine Coon.
That big? They're
I love
pretty
those.
big.
They're huge.
They're massive. About that big.
It's just powerful, is it? It's like
Yeah, and it's got horns that obviously they're not soft if they connect, I guess.
sort of like a Sonic the Hedgehog character. It's going to jump like really.
That's a
Powerful
toad.
legs.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
one of the
I think you got-
attributes of a toad.
Is
long
it?
tongue?
Can a
Yeah.
toad jump that high?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they're all
They can
legs,
jump,
mate.
but they're not like a flea.
No, they're not.
Fleas can jump really high.
They can,
Relatively.
relative to their size. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in Idiocracy, but it's got one plant's grave.
Brando.
Brondo's got one plant's grave. Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
I still haven't watched that. Is that worth watching? Does it hold up?
I think it would be one of your favorite films of all time.
Oh, okay. All
What
right.
film are you talking about?
Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
Ah,
Oh, I've heard of that.
Mike Judge.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
Mike
it's
Judge.
so good. It's so funny.
Okay,
You're not going to
cool.
walk out of it being like, holy fuck, that really made me think. But you walk out of it being like, that was really funny. Really fucking funny.
All right. What is I want to know what Shannon thinks of Idiocracy.
Oh, well, I've only seen it once ages ago. I thought it was funny.
They haven't shown it at the Monday night movie.
The Film Society.
It's not in black and white, unfortunately.
They got Idiocracy, they got Dumb and Dumber.
It's just
That-
Farrelly Brothers.
That's a film society I'd partake in, I think, actually. I'd be down for that.
Or any comedy with big red text on the poster.
Me, myself, and Irene, give that in
Yeah.
there as well.
Yeah, the scary
Dude, where's
movie
my car?
series. When's that coming up?
Dude,
That's
where's my
October.
car?
Dude, Where's My Car is so funny. I thought that was so funny.
I've not watched that one.
It's so
Neither have
dumb. It is one of the dumbest movies, but it is. I find it so funny. I like a good stupid funny movie like Kung Pao. Kung Pao is like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh
stupid
my gosh,
films.
yes.
It's just so
Maybe
funny.
Idiocracy's not for you. It might be too much of a thinker.
No,
Highbrow.
no, I like those as well, but I do love a good, just stupid, like so dumb that it's funny. I like those. Yeah.
Well, you'll like this game then. You'll like this toad. You just fucking smashed me.
that's such a good segue.
Yeah, I was going to say. Speaking of which,
Flawless.
let's get back in. It has pulled the first card, but it has used that first card. So we will, since it did a surprise attack, it was always going to have that first card. I'm just going to flip that over. Number 2 is Digby.
Oh, okay. I've been in quite a few fights lately, so I'm not as apprehensive. I'm ready for a fight. Actually, it's just smashed me in my belly, and it's probably going to go after my friends. So I'm going to pull out my knife and jump towards it and try and stab it in its own belly. Here we go.
Okay.
I needed a 13 and I got an 8, and I did 7 damage.
Nice. I love the idea of Digby just launching himself with a dagger at this tiny, like, little toad. Not little, medium-sized toad.
No, it's tiny.
It's tiny compared to you, but just launching at it with his dagger, and you just scratch down the side of it, just opening up a side of this toad, and it just starts bleeding onto the ground.
Do you give up?
just croaks back at you, and it's a pained croak. It croaks back at you.
It's gonna croak, all right.
Okay, cool. It is going to return the favor with an attack of its own. It launches at you and just bites into your leg this time, Digby. It inflicts 7 slashing damage, minus your armor. But you're also injected with like a paralyzing poison. As it bites into your leg. I need to have a look at the rules on this one again because it's all potencies and rolls and stuff. So poison, what we do, measured by potency. Whenever you ingest a poison, we make a roll between the potency and your constitution. So give me a constitution roll, and I will do a potency roll.
I have a low constitution of 9. And I rolled an 18.
And this succeeded. So you failed your constitution and the poison succeeded. What that means for you is... And what was it? What type of poison was it? It was a paralyzing poison. Toad paralyzing. You become exhausted and must make a constitution roll each time it's your turn. If you fail, you can neither move nor perform actions, not even free actions for that round, and it will wear off after a stretch of time or if you've given an antidote. So this thing just bites in and pumps your leg full of this poison.
How dare you?
Wilggis, over to you.
Wilggis is going to hear the scuffling and battle sounds over to the west, and he's going to dash over there with his movement of 12. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Watcha! Run up to the toad, as he's on the way, he's going to draw out his short sword and be like, "Give me your guts!" and chop into it.
Okay, give us a roll.
Oh, 13 needs a 13 for 8 damage.
Okay, nice. You slash down into it, also just opening up another area of it on its back, and it just lets out this pained croak as it just flops down and rolls down onto its back with its legs up in the air.
Oh,
Is it dead or is it still alive?
It's dead.
Oh, in that case, Wilggis will just go ham with his sword.
Okay, give me another roll with your sword this time, please.
Yeah. I got a 9, needed a 13 for 10 damage.
You raise that sword up, and its eyes flicker open real briefly before you just bring that sword down, splitting it in half. It was playing dead. It is now actually dead. It's actual just in half on the floor.
it was playing dead.
Yeah.
What?
What a
Fantastic.
tactic.
Digby, are you alright?
Yes, I am, and your insane violence is finally coming in handy. Normally, when you kill dead things, it just makes a mess, but you actually got it.
Wait, wasn't it not? Yes, you
You
mean
double
yes.
killed it. Oh, my leg is
That was
numb.
glorious. Quick, let's look around for more of them.
Yes, you look. I'll look at my leg.
What am I going to do? I think as you walk, look at. So you're just going to sort of do a bit more investigation down here. Is that the plan?
Yep, Wilggis will walk around with his short sword out, hoping to find more toads.
Okay. You continue to find piles of rocks that you start are you kicking them over? What are you doing to these piles of rubble and stuff that you're finding?
Wilggis will sort of touch the tip of them with the tip of his sword, just scuffling them around a little bit, and then dramatically change poses. He doesn't know how to fight terribly well, but he'll use it a little bit like a broom in places as well. He shouldn't do that with the sharp end, but that's what happens. And systematically go around the left of the tower until he reaches back to the doors.
Yeah. You don't anything that you can move just with the tip of the sword gets moved freely. There doesn't seem to be any further animals or creatures down here.
Mallory, you're right. We did the clearing. We did the breaching. I forgot the next bit.
The climbing of the stairs.
Well,
Are there
right
any
below
other
me
doors
is the
around?
door.
Oh,
A trap door that I've found with my spotting. I'm a bit tired. I think it's poisoned me. I need to have a little rest. But yeah, I'll just get out of the way, and you can see there's a giant handle.
Yeah, I'll say now that you've had a chance to actually look at it, on the hatch, there is quite an ornate symbol. And it's that symbol that you've seen in multiple places already, the big Aladane dragon symbol. And obviously there's that big iron ring on it as well.
Well, up or down? Maybe there's treasure down here.
Maybe we should start up because it's more of a known quantity.
But there's harpies up there.
But they're afraid of us.
Are they?
Maybe.
They didn't seem that afraid.
All I'm saying, Digby, is we know
Yeah.
there's a few harpies around. All
Yeah.
they've really done is spew and shit and bleed and squawk at us. We know there's like 2-3 more floors to this thing. But down there, it could be 1,000 manticores, man. We don't know.
But it could be
how about we-
gold. Hold on. I'm going to do
by
my
1,000 manticores.
I'm going to start sniffing with Treasure Hunter. At a crossroads of some kind, you can activate this ability to learn the direction of the greatest treasure.
And that direction is down.
I knew it was going to be down. I knew it was going to be down. There's no reason to just haphazardly jump into the down.
Well, why would you go up there?
Because there might be like an extra weapon up there that will come in handy in the down.
How about
Well, it's
this?
not a valuable weapon.
It would be difficult for us to block the stairs going up, but we could cover the hatch with stones. There's heaps of them. Then no one can come up behind us as we go up. Clear the two.
Oh, I
then
thought you
come
meant
down.
cover it so that we couldn't come back out.
That
Which would have been one of your typical
I
plans.
could suggest that. I take that. Sometimes I do suggest dumb shit. What do you guys think?
I like it, Wilggis. I think we should clear upstairs. Didn't Mallory tell us that we should be clearing before we get to
By the way, sorry,
exploring the depths?
I forgot completely, but Digby needs to be rolling anytime he wants to speak or move or anything, thanks to this paralyzing.
So I'm just
poison.
mumbling and sniffing and mumbling.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's on about, but I think clearly we should be going upstairs.
He's saying go upstairs where the all the obvious monsters are. Go up there because
Are you sure?
there might be.
What's he
There's
saying?
only
Does anyone know what
treasure
he's saying?
downstairs.
I don't know what he's saying.
What do we need to fix him?
You either need an antidote or you need a
rest.
stretch rest.
Super rest.
Or
Not a
syringe
super one, just a stretch.
on floor 2. The antidote might be on floor 2 or 3.
Okay. Well, hey, Grub, do you mind moving all those stones onto the top of the hatch? So we
Why are
can
we doing that again?
just so if there was someone down there, they don't pop up behind us while we're on floor 102.
Right.
An
Okay.
army of frogs next to the 1,000 manticores, Christoph. Hey! Oh, shit.
So what
I
we
hope
could do is
got me there.
it'd take you like a stretch to make this happen, I reckon, just to make things align. It gives Digby enough time to slowly have his wits come back to him. And with that roll of a 1, I'm going to say you get the ability to speak throughout this stretch rest, okay? But not move. So while Grub and Chum are moving these rocks into position over this thing, you're slowly getting your faculties back.
What about you, Mallory? You're not an idiot. Do you think we should go where the treasure is that I've sniffed out, or up where all the monsters are, just because we don't know what's downstairs?
Oh no, the flowers have turned him into a prick.
I'm relying on you, Mallory.
Well, it is good to know where the biggest treasure is in this tower. However, I find it a little weird that there's a toad in this tower next to a trap door.
Yes.
So maybe that's where he came from, and maybe there's more of them. It
Toads
reminds me of this.
open trapdoors.
Yes, they can. No,
Velociraptors.
okay. Like
Clever girl.
it's like player time now. It's like toads will come up drains, lift the drain
Toads?
cover. Toads.
That's what I
You're a
heard.
toad. Toads.
None of those are now drains, all right? I don't want any of them popping up out of drains.
Wellington pipes.
There's been a chode infestation in the tower.
Sorry, what were you saying, Mallory? Ignore these people.
I was saying this toad reminds me of a story that I heard,
Ooh.
and I think there will be more than one toad down there. So
Where there's
we can
one toad, there's more. That story.
Yes.
The title of the book,
No.
yeah.
the
Where there's
story
one harpy, we've seen a dozen.
the story by King Stephen of Maine, who was very famous for a lot of scary stories, and he had a story of many toads, and you could kill one and it was fine, but then when there were a lot, it became very, very dangerous.
Give me a myths and legends, and I was going to see if this is canon, like in this world, or if Mallory's just making up stuff to like for emphasis.
She had kids. She knows about stories. Needed a 6, got a 5.
It's absolutely
King
true
Stephen
that
of
King
Maine
Stephen
is a
of Maine.
great-
King
Yeah.
Stephen of Maine.
It's an actual book Mallory has read in her past.
Written by a king, no less.
Yeah, not many of those.
Totaling is.
What I'll mention, just while there's movement of rocks and there's discussion of whether people should be going down or up, there's just this a chill that sort of runs through this floor of this tower, and there's just ghostly whispers heard. All of you stop and can hear these ghostly whispers. Can I just get a willpower roll from everybody? And I'll also get a language roll from everybody as well.
Where's willpower? Where do you do that?
It's at the top where all of your main stats are.
Oh, all right. I need 11. I got a 13.
Oh.
Yeah, I failed both of my rolls.
Wilggis has a little synapse fire in his brain, and he's going to use his skill Adaptive. When rolling for a skill, you can use another skill to make sure you justify your thing when you talk to the DM and the thing.
Okay, what?
So here's what Wilggis is going to do. He's going to remember his training around books and myths and legends, and he's going to try to roll that since he failed on languages. How do you feel that, Mr. GM?
So have you already rolled it languages or?
Yeah, I rolled languages and failed.
So I think that's only, you can choose to make the roll using, as in before you roll, I think. Not roll,
Classic
fail,
Wilggis.
and
It's
then...
synapse firing a moment too late.
That's it. That's canon. He realizes too late.
No. I'll let you do it this round, but just in the future, when you want to use that, you got to use that before failing a roll. But by all means, roll myths and legends.
All right. I reckon another failure would be on brand. Oh, success.
Oh.
All right, so let's talk about the willpower rolls at the moment. Who passed? Who failed?
I failed.
I failed.
Wilggis passed with a 3.
Mallory passed the willpower but failed the language.
Okay, cool. So the two people that failed, that was Digby and Christoph, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, can I get another, what is it again? Oh, you can be pushed if you want. If you want to, you can try and
I'll
push
push
that.
it. I never push, but I'm pushing now.
Okay,
Willpower, isn't it?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, I got a 20.
Okay. All right, so
I'm scared.
Christoph, you managed to, you get yourself a condition by pushing that roll. So which one are you gonna?
I'm angry.
Angry. All right.
Yeah.
You hear these voices and you feel fear building up and you just get angry and push that fear away. Digby, however, I need to get a D8 from you. As you hear these ghostly whispers, it sounded like a fart, but ghostly whispers.
I pitched.
A squeaker.
Oh, I rolled an 8.
All right. So you hear these whisperings. How did you go with your language roll? You actually...
I got a 1 for my language.
Okay, so you hear this whispering and it just chills you to the bone. For all of the people that rolled a success in the languages, what you're hearing, it's a different language but from a bygone era, but you can pick up the words and it's saying just over and over in this little whisper, over moon, underground, fall the stars. Over moon, underground, fall the stars. And it's just whispering, but Digby, it just sinks into you and you just get a fit of utter panic. You flee. You just
But
run.
can I?
Yeah, because it's been the 15 minutes.
Oh, I can
You
run
guys-
now.
Yeah. You can also
Well, the hair goes up on the back of my neck, and I just run.
yeah. We're not in like turn order, so you can just sort of describe what he does. Maybe he like bursts out through the busted oak door.
Yes, he's running to the south from where he came out into the sunlight, and he's running, and you can hear that little, like the little xylophone sound.
We won't have him just run like down the path halfway down the mountain.
He goes back home.
Let's we'll say that like bursting out through into the open air is enough to kind of like calm him a little, so he doesn't feel the need to just keep running, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but Digby, you can kind of decide how he is.
I'll stop next to Chum, holding my leg. Oh, did you hear that, Chum?
Everything all right in there?
No, some kind of whispering, ghostly sounds about the moon and under the ground or something.
Oh, that
I've never heard anything like it.
doesn't sound that scary, to be honest.
It's
I've just been watching
Yeah?
the harpies.
Oh, how's that?
I think one of them winked at me. It's quite.
Oh, you might be in.
She's
lucky
quite a
man,
looker.
Chum. Yeah,
Get in there, champ.
yeah. There could be little baby chumplies.
What a beautiful mix that would be. This sun and a harpy.
He's like mildly excited. You reckon? Oh, I hadn't thought about venturing kind of in that direction.
Doth venture south.
I guess we'll see where it goes.
Only live once, Chum. grab what life gives you with both hands. Yeah, I am terrified though. I'm just gonna have a little brow. I'm gonna sit down on this rock. You just keep looking at that topless harpy. You're fucking.
Did I miss somewhere that the harpies are sort of quite well endowed chestily?
They were just
sort of mention it.
I did mention that they weren't wearing any clothing. That was last session. I didn't specifically say their cup size or anything. I think that's mentioned.
Decent sort of rack, and now you're sort of saying the same thing. It's obviously found its way into the players' minds.
Hands up if you remember any of this occurring, because I
roll for myths.
I think while you're sitting there trying to get your just blood pressure down, Chum's just sort of just talking to you about.
He's got his up. Mine's already dropped. Cold as ice.
Yeah. The rest of you, how are you dealing with this sort of whether you understood the words or not? How are you dealing? Obviously, you're not triggered fear in any way, but it is upsetting. It's a little off. It's a little strange, and then it just dissipates almost as quickly as it appeared.
Don't like it.
What was that? King Stephen never wrote anything about that.
More of this crap on this bloody cursed adventure.
Do you reckon it's Botheld again? Oh, shit. Because she spoke a little bit like that, maybe, with the old blue glow. But this was in the ears.
It could be ghosts, yes. But I don't think it's possible. She seemed very happy to say that.
Oh, you idiot.
Should we go fetch Digby?
I thought he was having a toilet break, but
He did look quite desperate.
we should probably check on him. He might be killed. Wilggis will make his way towards the door. Digby, are you alright?
Oh, hello, Wilggis. I'm just catching my breath. Something. I don't know
Come
if you
inside
guys,
before it
did you hear
rains.
that? Does it look like rain?
No.
I'm just hanging out with the cart. I thought of a good name for the cart. Descartes. It's a philosophy.
Dick Hart.
It's a philosophy.
Heart of a...
Cart.
Okay. Mallory, he's still feeling a bit woozy from that toad licking, I think. Maybe we can leave him guard the door. What do you think?
I'll come back. I'll follow you in sheepishly. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was quite a scary
Poor little guy.
voice, isn't it? Something about, what does it mean, over the moon and under the ground?
Oh, is that what it said? That's exciting.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, over
What
the
did it say?
moon, under the ground. Round-
Something about stars, I think.
Oh, the stars are falling or something? Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Over the moon. That's normally a good thing.
Like the cow jumped over the moon.
Under the ground.
Under
That's
the
where the
ground.
danger is, as we've discussed.
That's the best part.
And
And
the treasure.
the stars are falling.
That'll be us. To fall into our doom.
Over the moon, underground, fall the stars.
Maybe
What
it's
was
part of a
it?
song. You know, whoever made this tower was a minstrel, probably. And that was what they said with their dying breath as they fell down the stairs.
Stairs are dangerous. You're right.
A minstrel.
That's fair enough. Well, so have we had a rest? Is that, we don't get HP back there, do we?
With a stretch rest, you do. I think you get. Oh man, we just have to keep these rules. There is a D6 of HP you can get back with a stretch rest, which is what you guys did, or 2d6 if someone is tending to you and succeeds with a healing roll.
We don't have enough bandages though, do we?
I've got plenty of bandages.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Do you need some on that wound of yours, Digby? It looks like shit.
Well, hold on. I've got a D6.
Yeah, you get a D6 back.
So I got 3 back. I'm still missing 3 HP, but I don't know. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll reduce my bandages from 5 to 4,
Thank
and
you.
we can get rid of that blood.
Yeah, give me
But,
a healing. Give me a healing roll before you get another D6.
Healing. Oh, Digby!
Whoa, you're getting good at this. A
You know,
1.
Bow, bow, bow.
blood on the inside.
What that means with a roll of a 1 is next time you do healing, you don't even have to roll. You can just do an auto succeed. Okay.
Wow. That's good.
Nice.
Oh, once a session, we can interact with the memento we have to remove a condition.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yes. Excellent. So, Mallory has her little bone duck call. So maybe she's just like feeling a bit anxious and starts absentmindedly playing with it on the string around her neck and might just like, oh, wah. And then realizes that it's brought the tone. It's not. She should read the room, and she puts it back in her shirt, but she feels a little better about it.
Yeah. You can also heal one condition of your choice during a stretch rest.
Oh, okay, cool. I
So we
thought the
can get
stretch
rid of
rest was just for
2.
Digby.
Well, Mallory will be able to get rid of an extra one with her. Yeah, if you're playing with your memento, then yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Good movie.
Great movie.
Wilggis will straighten his head apparatus a little bit, and it helps with his dizziness. Maybe it was just a little bit off center, and he was tilting his head a little bit, and he straightened it up, and he's feeling much better now. So
Okay.
he's no longer dazed.
And Digby's looking at the first dollar he ever made.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, you guys are all getting during that 15 minutes. This was all before shit went down with the ghostly whispers. Unless you guys are taking another 15 minutes before heading off. So the idea was that 15-minute stretch rest happened while Grub was moving rocks and Digby's poison was coming away. All right. Cool. What's the plan from here? So we've barricaded. We've put rocks on top of the hatch. The trapdoor is now back in its original state.
Up and away.
Let's do it.
Up the stairs. Yeah.
Christoph, what's that thing in the wall by where you're standing?
Well, that's what I was looking at, Mallory. It seems to be like a stone plate,
Fireplace?
almost.
Yeah, it looks like it may have at one point been used for some sort of heating or forging or something, but there's nothing forging like.
Yeah,
but
I'm interested.
But it's now just an empty stone alcove.
Oh, I'm less interested.
Okay, we can move on.
Looks like just a normal part of the building that requires no further investigation.
You raise a good point, Christoph. How did they get the rubble in? They would have to take the rubble from outside and brought it into the tower, right?
The same way that we bought in a cart, I guess. Maybe they bought it in. Maybe they also had a part of highly intelligent, motivated personnel who left rocks everywhere.
Oh,
Thank you, Christoph.
if it's a fireplace, can Mallory just quickly check the back of it and the front of it for like buttons in case it's a fireplace with a secret spinning door in the back?
You can spend some time. I won't get you to roll. It is just a boring, empty alcove.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Nothing-
One day, though, Mallory,
One day.
it will happen.
What order is everyone heading upstairs?
Wilggis will go first with his sword out, keen to cut up some first floor toads.
I'll go second, so I only have one person to shoot past.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'll go third so I don't get eaten by a toad.
I'll go after Digby, just
Okay.
because I want to be don't want to be last.
Wait, that
Goblins last.
I was gonna say Grub actually is freaking out from hearing those ghostly whispers and is right by Mallory the entire way.
Oh,
So if it's gonna be Wilggis, Mallory, and Grub at the front, and then followed by Digby, then Christoph, I feel unless you try and squeeze in front of Digby, you may actually be last on the staircase.
Can I manhandle Grub to be last?
Yeah, I'll allow it. He goes to like dart past you to get up but next to Mallory. What do you do?
Grub, quick, look behind us. And then I just kind of grab him by the shoulders and very forcefully, but not violently. I don't want it to be like a nasty thing. I just like, go, Grub, look. And I like kind of like shove him a bit back.
He like whips out this dagger, like he's still kind of like scared, he's like panting. And before he realizes, he turns around, sees all of you are heading up the stairs, and he just quickly chases up behind you, and you're not sort of like letting him pass.
Yeah, good.
Wilggis,
very well.
you get to the next floor above, and it is dominated by a huge fireplace and an ancient table of red oak. On the tables, you guys probably aren't going to be able to see anything again, are you?
Nope.
I'll continue with the room. On the tables, on the table there are 4 clay jugs and 2 wooden plates, and the floor is just covered with broken furniture and other debris. There are 4 doorways out of the room in total, 1 in each direction, and I will just painfully go through and make everyone see again. Boom.
I can see.
Wilggis. You can? I don't know why
Yep.
yours is...
Thank you.
And you.
Keep your eyes out, everyone. We're not sure where the toads are yet.
Where there's one, there's more. Is that right?
Wilggis, you step into the room closer to the table. Can you just give me an evade roll, please?
Hey.
Oh,
Step on a rake.
yes! Look, watch out! It's something.
You're not gonna believe this, but literally, you step down on a rake that has been hidden within the debris.
The hero's story, isn't it? This?
And as it flicks up to meet you, smack into your face, you just manage to push it out of the way onto the ground.
Demon rake! And you just chop the shit out of it until it's like kindling.
Demon rake.
Yeah, so there's just this giant oak table, the doors hidden out, and this again, just this what looks to be an old fireplace.
Let's look for that piece, shall we? I'll pick over here with the.
By the way, the stairs do continue up further above you as well.
Gosh.
Mallory, is it breach clear climb breach?
Clear climb, breach. Clear
Got
climb.
it.
Yes.
Thank you, Mallory.
Repeat as necessary.
Tell me if you see any of those little frog buggers.
Oh, tell me if I'm about to step on a rake.
That's a deal.
I'm going to check this little. It looks like there might be a doorway down here.
Yeah, there's a doorway off to the east, west, and south. Whereabouts are you heading?
I'm heading to the. It's like a little hallway, bottom right-hand corner. So.
Oh, right. That is just like there's a little door just north of that. Sorry, it's just up here. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's where the door is there. As you get closer to it, there is like a sort of a bit of a foul stench coming from that door.
Does it smell like harpies?
Not dissimilar. It is. It's a bit of a rotten smell.
Harpies.
Maybe we'll leave that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Digby.
You've probably smelt similar back at home when there are festivals and they have to set up like toiletries for the masses. Kind of, that's a similar smell coming from that door.
A big long drop.
Do you mean lavender air freshener?
Yeah.
We've got roses outside.
Were you going to ask me something? What?
I was gonna ask if you could, do your treasure sense, but that was definitely downstairs, so it wouldn't pick up anything up here, would it?
Well, it would if I go to Crossroads, I could tell where the closest, most valuable treasure would be.
Ah, well.
So I could.
Okay. I'm not going to open that door just yet.
Unless you really need to go.
Yes. Maybe even not then, because of the smell coming out the door. Wilggis, what's in that doorway over there? Can you see anything?
I'll check it out. And Wilggis peeks around the corner to see.
Just an empty room. It looks there's like remnants of a busted old bed. So it may have been a bedroom at some point, but for the most part, other than some scrap wood, it's all but empty and deserted. There's a window nearby, and you smell a little bit of that sweet smell coming in from the roses outside. This will be one of the windows that you'd spotted from outside.
Damn it, no toads. We'll have to try somewhere else.
Anything under the table? I'm quite small, so I'd be looking under the table.
There's nothing under the table. On top of the table, there is what was I say? There was 4 clay jugs and a couple of wooden plates, but just dust, bits of broken wood and some rubble. A lot of this rubble seems to have come from these broken beams of wood that would have been spanning the sort of ceiling area. Maybe
structural beams.
Some of the support, for the ceiling above, for the room above, and the same for some of the rubble that was in the downstairs. That a lot of what's broken down there has probably come from what was holding this floor up as well.
The tower's been a bit of a bust so far, hasn't it?
Yeah, if
got a
only we
door
knew
here.
where the treasure was.
Right, up we go. Onwards
oh.
and upwards.
There's a door here.
No, I'm not interested.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. I'm mildly interested.
Okay. I'll open the door and charge in, and you get ready to kill some toads, Christoph.
Okay.
I've got my bow ready.
Wilggis, you sort of push the door open, and there's just more of that mess and rubble and debris. The only difference in this room is there's a lot of shelving. It looks like this may have been a kitchen of some sort, but as you, I guess, do you just walk in as you open the door? Do you sit back and push the door open? How's Wilggis attacking this?
Wilggis is looking for toads, so he's going to check the door moves and then push it open quickly and step into the room like by two steps with his sword out.
Okay, and what happens when you push that door open is this bucket drops down into where you would have stood if you had just walked in into this room, and it's a bucket just full of this of this white powder. So it's not even water, just a bucket of white powder that lands and just spills all over the floor. And that's when you sort of take in the rest of the room. Looks like an empty, old, abandoned kitchen.
Oh. Well, this bucket will definitely come in handy. Hey, Grub. And he's going to pick up the bucket of white powder and give it to Grub. This will be even better than rocks for our trail. Can you hang on to this, please?
Yeah. Grub comes running.
God. Pranked.
Grub comes running in. He's I'm assuming you've got like greaves or something, like some sort of hand gloves and stuff on. Is that right? No, you don't? You don't? Okay, you scoop up this bucket and get some of the powder on your hands and just instantly start to itch. It is just burning with itchiness, sending you you trying to dust it off. You're trying to like wipe it off. Nothing you can do can get rid of this itch, and you just get angry and angry at this incessant itch. It's not painful. It's just mind-bogglingly like itchy. And that sends you into a rage. I'm just going to make sure that you've got the angry status, please.
Sure. Angry status on. Buffled! I'll get you! Alright, Grub.
Are you right there, Wilggis? You seem a bit angry, mate.
It's underneath my bandages and everything.
Oh, no. Stay away from the white powder, everyone. I think Christoph clocks what's going on. Stay away from the white powder.
Grub is about to like grab the bucket from Wilggis as he hears you saying like stay away from the white powder, and he just quickly like puts his hands behind his back and takes a few steps away from Wilggis.
Oh, I'm not in a good place to make decisions about this white powder, you piece of shit bucket.
It's probably itching powder. Have you heard of that? It's itchy. And it comes in a powder form.
Was it
That's
implicit?
Right. Yes, that's right.
Right. I hate it already.
Not even the sweet smell of these roses coming in from these two windows can help that anger dissipate. It's a nice smell, but not nice enough to calm you down.
Seems like some kind of prankster lives in this tower, putting a bucket on top of a door.
And that rake as well. Let's kill this stupid
And they're targeting you, Wilggis.
That's right. They probably don't like me because they're dicks. All right, let's go. Next place. Let's go. And Wilggis is going to storm out of the boring room with the bucket of the stupids. And he's going to go up
whoopee cushion next in that room.
Is this a room off to the
that's
east?
just a part of the room that you're in. It just sort of stops at the wall.
Okay. Mallory, what do you reckon of this stupid door with the shit?
Well, it is quite. I mean, it couldn't go wrong a third time.
Wilggis is gonna pull open the door and yell out, "Come out, you shit ass!"
That's exactly what you open it up, you scream that out, you just face to face with this privy, and the smell is absolutely wretched. Can you give me a constitution roll, please?
Face to face with a toilet, Wilggis.
I wasn't built for this.
That is.
I
Did you want to
failed with a
push?
17. I will accept the fumes into myself.
Does he get a boon because he's already been semi-desensitized by all the stuff that's covering?
This is not the same. This is not the same. This is not a harpy mess that you found. It's a whole other stench emanating from this room, and it just permeates your sinuses, and it gives you the day. It's so powerful. It makes you lightheaded. It's like that sulfuric kind of smell of rotten waste. So you're going to be dazed as well. You're angry.
You can feel it in your eyes.
You're dazed.
It's got a creamy consistency.
All right, and he's going to shut the door. And he's going to just dry reach for a minute.
You hear you suddenly hear this loud voice boom down from the upper floors above you, and you can just hear, "I can hear you down there! Get out of my house or I'll turn you into toads!"
Oh.
Come down, you bitch, and I'll cut your face off.
I was going to come at it from a different angle, but I like where your head's at. Come down, you bitch. Or what did he say? Cut your face off.
You got it.
Yeah.
I'm shitting. Bring yourself down here. I challenge you to the death. Your death, not mine, you stupid bitch.
Wilggis angry.
Yeah, he's not happy.
He's going to storm up the stairs.
Christoph backs away.
All right, I wonder if I can actually copy your guys' tokens and actually make this work so that it works. Let's have a quick look.
You don't
plan.
think that toad used to be a guest?
Well, this is what I mean. It's a credible threat, isn't it?
Or an intruder.
Where there's one toad, there are many.
All right, how is everyone following? Is Wilggis just running up alone?
We can't
Oh
let
my
him
gosh,
run
we
alone.
better back up Wilggis.
Yeah.
This time I do want to be last.
We'll go up there and he's smoking like an exploding cigar.
He sits down on a whoopee cushion. That's the caliber of the pranks in this house. It was like Home Alone, isn't it? There's a doorknob with a heater on it.
The open door painted onto the closed door.
Wilggis, you go sprinting up the stairways and you get to the top floor. You get to the top of this floor, and the room is cluttered with bottles, flasks, pots, jugs, mortars and pestles, ladles, dried herbs and glass beakers that seem to be containing parts of various monsters. Everything you could possibly need to make all sorts of strange potions. There's a fire in the middle of the room that smoke is coming up from, and it rises up through several cracks in the ceiling. And up there you can see the open sky through red and black roses. But what you're not seeing is where that voice came from.
It's an invisibility potion. That's what it'll be.
You might
Says
be right.
Christoph.
Good thinking, Christoph. Let's cut up all the potion bottles.
But what
What?
what you do see is just the same amount of like rubble and debris scattered amongst everything you'd need for these potion making.
Maybe it's a voice recording.
Wilggis is going
Like
to go up to
Home
the
Alone.
closest table and just start chopping it up with his sword.
He's lost his mind.
as you do that, as you bring your sword down into one of the tables and crack a big chunk of wood from it, spill whatever was on top of it down onto the ground, there's like a movement from some rubble over to the east. And that same voice, although a little more feeble now, is heard. I know what you're doing in my house. Leave at once, or I'll make you disappear for good. And out from underneath this rubble, a rather small old troll steps out from this rubble, and she's cloaked.
Small troll.
She's old, and she's much smaller of a troll. She's only about human height, maybe about a foot taller than a human height, which is quite small for a troll. She's got big pointed ears, this big, long, pointed nose, sharp teeth, green lips, green skin, and she's just got shawls all over her. She looks old, and she doesn't look as much of a threat as you might think when thinking of a troll.
Quite old then.
She's quite old.
My kind of girl.
She's wearing this
I'm old too.
headscarf, a tunic of multi-layered fabric. I think you know what, and I think we'll end it with her appearing out from the rubble. I think that's a good place to stop.
Hooray.
The troll. The famous troll.
Yes, I wasn't expecting that kind of troll when I was thinking.
Yeah,
Troll.
you fucking treasure sniffing, mad treasure hound, treasure fiend, treasure magnet nose. Didn't know that there'd be a troll up here.
Yes. Who? I guess the treasure was the troll all along.
That's right.
No, the treasure's still down. Still down.
No. This is what we want. A smelly old troll that does disgusting dumps.
That is, yeah.
Bad enough to make you sick.
Yeah. Literally dizzy with how pungent it was. I feel bad for poor Will because he might need to sit down. I feel like his heart rate, his blood pressure is going to be through the roof.
He really was getting hit from all directions for all his senses.
Yeah. All right, let's
You
put
need
some.
a quiet room and a sweet cup of tea and a little sit down.
Yeah. There's some potions up here. I'm sure you could grab something. Yeah, in the shower. That's right.
Maybe she's got some links. Spray that around.
Let's add some ticks to some skills here. Did you participate in the game session? Did you explore a new location? That's a big yes.
Yes.
Did you defeat one or more dangerous adversaries? You certainly did. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force?
No, because we totally hacked down that door.
You did destroy the door, yeah. So I'm going to say no to that one. Did you give in to your weakness, which is an option?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to have a nap.
Oh, I have a... Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah, what's your new weakness?
Oh, yeah.
I have a new weakness, which is fear of magic, because she hasn't actually seen any magic yet, so it's going to freak her the heck out when she eventually does.
The new weakness had to be based on something that you've experienced in that last session.
I did have a secondary one.
Okay.
Actually, now that you've said that, sorry about that.
No, that's all
totally
good.
makes more sense. Because I was tossing up between them. I had fear of magic, which I thought would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
But there was the other one which I kind of liked, which was Monster Slayer.
Oh, what is Monster Slayer?
All the monsters that we've been seeing have been also freaking her out. So Monster Slayer is all monsters are evil and we must kill them all.
Okay, I think Wilggis would like that one, to be honest. I think
yeah, it links with the other episodes.
I think that works pretty well, especially with the Manticore and the Harpy attack from last one. I think that's good. All right, who wants to... Digby, let's start with Digby.
Okay, I just have to pick one more thing.
Let's start with Wilggis.
All right, I'm going to click the button.
Persuasion.
It did all the rolling for me.
We're going to go over the score.
Evade goes up, I think.
Nice.
And healing goes up.
Nice.
Does it auto do that? I didn't
It
see what it was
does.
before.
Well, it would have been
Right.
13 for evade before, so it should say 14 now.
It's in your chat thing,
Right.
probably.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Done. Thank you.
Easy. Digby, are you ready now? You good?
Yeah, yes. I've chosen bushcraft, languages, persuasion, and knives.
Okay.
Here we go. So bushcraft. Wait.
You want higher.
Yeah, that's a fail. I got a 4. Languages, that's a pass. Got
Nice.
18. Persuasion, that's a success. That goes up, and knives does not.
Okay,
So
cool.
2 out of 4.
Christoph.
I've chosen to try and upskill on spot hidden, languages as well, hammers, because I'm trying to get to the. It's 18 we get to.
I'm waiting for someone to get to 18. We need
Promised
someone
land.
to get to 18.
Difficult.
Yeah, I'm only on 14 at the moment,
Okay.
so I won't be getting there tonight, even if it is a pass. And then lastly, I thought, why not throw some skill into axes? I've always rated the axe. I think it's going to be a very important part of what's to come. So, just pay dividends if I can use it well. So let's see. Languages, yes. Spot hidden, no. Axes, yes. And hammers, yes.
Nice. We're getting that hammers closer to that 18. Awesome.
What's your hammer skill now?
15 with the hammer.
Nice.
Hammer to fall, as Freddie Mercury once sang.
Did he?
Did he?
Yep.
Mallory, did
Hammer
you
time.
Just,
Okay.
what,
The
have
bad.
what are you going to be rolling for?
Oh, I am rolling for myths and legends. Languages and bows.
Did no one roll any
But,
20s or 1s this session? I thought. Oh, yeah, okay. Thought I saw a couple.
I got one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I rolled a
Yeah, I got
20,
one.
but it wasn't on the skill.
Ah,
So yeah, I got languages. So
Cool.
that's gone up from a 9 to a 10. And advanced myth and legends. Did they?
no, it
Go?
has to
No,
go over.
Because I got the same.
Yeah.
And then the bow, which is 17. I'm so
so-
desperate to push that one.
Me
but I
too.
didn't.
This is the.
But it's
Has anyone else got 17 for a skill?
I've got my advanced skill lined up. I'm like ready. I've
Oh,
got it.
you even know what you've got. Oh, that's good.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I'm waiting as well. I think that's awesome. Also, Shannon, I love that you called that there was a rake in this room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera style.
You didn't make the sideshow Bob noise though. Oh.
That's the best. We're watching some on TikTok that served up Simpsons moments, funny Simpsons. It's always good. You don't scroll past those. They're always just super good. There's that one where the dude is irate with his kids in the back of his car. And he's like, if you guys don't stop right now, we're going to turn this thing around. And,
No cat can ever for anyone.
and Nelson just is in the car next to him, just goes whoosh on the back of his head. That's it. It's so good. The comic timing was so fucking good. Love it. Love it. All right. I think that's good. That's good. Good session. Good starting for next session. With now that you've got a troll in the room,
Little troll.
I'm a little worried. Wilggis is dazed and angry, and ready to just pull down the entire tower. I think. Is that accurate, Reese?
So we gotta calm him down.
Accurate.
Yeah, or not. We'll let him do his
Lightning
thing.
steel.
But it's a little nana troll. How can
It
we
is a
attack a
little-
little nana troll?
It
We
is
can make a carpet out of her.
Is a troll a monster?
No.
Oh, that's a good point. Does
Oh, is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is that a good point?
Oh,
Because what is it,
I
monster?
don't want to.
What's your
It is a
brand
troll
new
monster.
fear?
What's the slayer? Because I'm terrified of all these
You
monsters.
hate monsters. You kill them all. That's your
Is
thing.
an ogre a monster?
Yes.
Is a monster a monster?
Yeah. Are we all friends?
A troll?
I guess the monsters in here,
Is a troll
you
a
can talk to
humanoid?
them, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is a monster. So
Oh. Looks like it won't be for much longer then.
Two of the characters just ready to kill straight off the bat.
I and myself am very sad, but Mallory is just like ready to shoot.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, we should be back same time next time. Unless something happens, we'll let you know. I guess it's quite a simple solution there, as we will be here unless we're not. Here's a link to our Discord if you want to come chat to us about stuff. Here's a link to our YouTube where you can watch any of our previous things. And look, and if you just like what we do, here's a link to our Patreon. We'd love to have you support us over there as well, because every cent that we get from you guys goes straight back into the stream in some way or another. Also, at some point, I need to start talking about the fact that I'm trying with my very small set of skills, a Getting Dicey video game as well, which I'm very excited to be slowly putting together.
So fancy.
It's pretty cool so far. It is pretty cool so far. We've got updates in the Discord for that as well.
Do you step on a rake?
Well, I'm gonna have to
The rake now.
I'm gonna have to put that in now. That's for sure. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about where this could go. Like, legitimately, this is sad. I haven't been passionate about much for a while, so this is like super excited. I'm like,
Well, that's good. No, you've been created like a creative pursuit.
yeah, it's finally scratching that creative itch that I've been waiting for a while. So, yeah, come check out. I've put every day I've been putting something about the progress of it. So come and see that. Yeah. And Vancouver by Night says, greetings. I don't know if you just popped up, because I just realized our daylight savings change probably messed with people showing up on time.
Oh, that'll be it.
Yeah, now otherwise,
That'll explain the 0 views we've got. Yeah, that's our daylight savings.
It gets us every year, doesn't it? Just
Every year, every session.
that sort of 1,000 viewership
Just drops overnight.
teetering on the
Weird.
brink.
All right. But we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us. Whoever joined us.
Unless we're not, if we're gonna
Unless we're not.
reiterate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, unless you didn't, and we'll be back again unless you're not. So,
Thanks, everybody.
see you later.
Bye.
Thank you.